So hello guys, welcome back to my channel Architect Solution. So here in the DevOps series, we were learning like Linux part. So we have completed AWS series before, and afterwards we are into Linux. In Linux also one video I have already uploaded. So second video we are learning about how to create file using CLI in Linux, like command line interface, how we are giving command and how we are using those commands into like Linux. Before that, we will be learning difference between Linux and Windows. So basically, what is the difference? No, so there will be operating system, there will be hardware, and there will be one shell, and then user will be there, right? So yeah, so this is the actually hardware. Okay, so this is the hardware, suppose, and this is kernel, and this is shell. Okay, so here is user. Okay, so same thing in the Windows as well. So yeah, this is the hardware, and this is the OS, and this one is cell and user. Okay, so what happens now whenever in Windows, what we are doing, no, we are suppose this is the window, right? So we are just creating file. Suppose I am creating file here. Select scripting, new file. Okay, new file or folder, whatever it is. Just I'm giving text document. So just create a file. What is happening now? In you are user in backend. What is happening actually? This user is giving command actually. So in mouse, actually we are doing in by just clicking, right? So, but the back end, what is happening? This user is giving command to this shell. Okay, so it is passing the command to shell, and shell is like the you we will click, right? We will click, and there will be some action will be showing. So whenever we will create new file, then there is some command. Suppose create file commands. It is handling by kernel. So shell will tell we have to create one file. So a kernel, what kernel will be doing? Kernel, this shell will be sending this command, like file creation command, to kernel, and kernel will fetch into this device. Okay, from in the hardware. So our file will be shown. So backend, this is what it is actually happening. Okay, so user will just using GUI, graphical user interface, in the Windows, I'm telling you. Okay, so it will be doing this thing, but the same thing what happens in Linux, no, we are skipping this shell part, like what you call is directly we are giving the command. So what we, in this place, Windows place, what it is doing, it is he is doing actually this is the Windows I am explaining you. Okay, so Windows, and this is the Linux. Yeah, so this is the Linux actually. So in the mhm, in directly we are like instead of using graphical interface, we are directly giving the command. So no need of shell here. Directly kernel will be handling this command. So we will be command means one step ahead we are, right? So we are not using graphical user interface. We are directly giving kernel, and kernel directly it is like little bit fast, right? So we are not in between this. So directly kernel will fetch the file into hardware. So that is the actually main difference in like backend it is going. So we will be giving some commands and directly commands where we are giving in kernel. So kernel will fetch files in data. So this is what the basic difference, but so many differences are there. So I have explained in the PPT here. So yeah. So this you can see Linux is an open source operating system, but Windows is not the operating open source operating system. Linux is free to of course. It is costly. If you are using in the organization level, it is very costly. In Linux, monolithic kernel is used, but in the Windows we are using micro kernel. So that's the problem. But Linux is more efficient in comparison of Windows, while Windows are less efficient. There is forward slash is used for separating the difference, while there is backslash is used for separating the directories. So these are the Linux is widely used in hacking purpose based system, while Windows does not provide much efficiency. So these are the basic difference. I will share this PPT, no worries. But for now, we are going to understand what is like how to create file actually in Linux. So basically what the things we will be doing, we will be simply doing few things in the any operating system, right? So we will be using Google, we will be creating files, we will be using playing YouTube videos, we will be playing music, and we will be doing this thing in Windows by using graphical interface. All these thing you can do by using command line interface by giving the command. So this is the actually, so to learn all these things, suppose this is Windows, how you learn, right? Before, like you saw someone is doing clicking on this and double clicking on this, right click and left click and doing this, and you learn, like it is very easy. So likewise in the Linux as well. So it is very easy to learn, but just giving like some commands. So just we learn some commands so that it will be very easy. So in Windows, we will be creating files. So mainly in the official purpose, we are creating files and we are manipulating files and creating directories, all these things. So we are doing. So it is very easy. We will be learning one by one. So there is also in the directories also like directories, the terms is the same. We have to connect Windows and Linux, so that Windows is very familiar to us and Linux is not familiar, but we will connect this how what is in this and what is in this. So in Linux we are using uh, directory refer as, here it is folder in Windows, and it is here it is administration, and here it is root. So these are the just terms defined, like difference between Linux. We are using different terms. That's all, nothing else. So file is file only, the both places. So file is same, and package, here you will tell now software installed. Install software, you are telling here is software is already installed, and here we are telling these are the software install software as a package in Linux. So and also we are, suppose this is the directory, okay. This is the C directory. In Windows we will be having no C, uh, this thing for backward slash, it is not forward slash, okay, this is backward slash, but in this it is forward slash. So in C directly, C, what is that C directory means? Windows C automatically created. Whenever you will install your operating system, no, Windows C will be created. In Windows C as created as in all the basic files, all the required files will be installed in that file. Like program files, users, program into text. You might have noticed, right? Same way in this also, while you will install this, root user always will be there. So this is the thing. So these are the basic difference. So I'll tell you the file system hierarchy as well. So there is home, root, boot, etc, user, bin, sbin, dev. These things are the file hierarchy. So you can tell ki home, in this it will be home. Sorry. So home actually it is the directory for other users. Directory for other users. So yeah. And but you can tell root is home directory for the root is home directory for the you can say what you can say, okay, it is a home directory for root user who is administrator, no, so it will be for them useful. So this thing is later we can discuss, but no problem. But the thing is all the configuration files like username and all, it will be in etc folder. Okay. And the bin folder, it contains commands used by all user. So these are the basic things. So let's not to go into deeper onto it. So let's learn the commands. So what are the commands, like how to create file? First thing we will be learning, so file manipulation. In file manipulation we are learning like creating file first, then we will manipulate, right? So there are four commands to create file in Linux. So first one is cat, second one is touch, and third one is vim, fourth one is nano. So I'll explain one by one first, then I'll show you in the uh, like practically as well. So cat is majorly used for concatenating the files. Means if you want to merge two files, suppose file one I have written one content, file two I have written the another B content. A, B, if you want to merge file 3, if you want all these contents in file 3, so you can just concatenate it. Also, we can create the file using cat command. So touch command is also used to create an empty file. So if you want to create an empty file, you cannot use cat command. So you have to go for touch command to create an empty file. Like simply if you are creating some file to, well, like to testing and all, so you have to give the touch and the file name. So VM is an editor. So editor to change the file content. This is the use for also like file content. If you want to create new file, now VI just create file name and it will be opening the content, and you can write the content as we are writing in Notepad or somewhere. And Nano is also edited to change the file content. This is also we are changing the file content as well. So how to use? I'll show you the command as well. So cat is basically multi tasking. So we can just use create file, creating a single file, concatenated file to add more than one file into a single file, copy file. This is used also to copy, and tag to see the content in the bottom to top approach. So if you want to see the content from top bottom to top, so you can see using just opposite of cat. So these are the basic commands. So create file, if you are giving cat this equal to file one, and you will write some content, you will then file will be created with this content file. So if you want to see, just give this cat file one, so it will be working. So this is the command actually. So I'll show you, but let's see about this touch command. Okay, and vi command. All these thing we will be seeing. So touch command is used for creating file, but is majorly used to update the timestamp. Actually, this function for touch is used to update the timestamp. So create file, creating a single and multiple embedded file, change all timestamps of a file, update only access time and modify time of a file. So if you just type touch file one now, it will be creating file. So all this I'll tell you. So there is time, date and time, we how we are changing. These are the file touch a file name, modify time, the last time when the file was accessed, and to modify the time, the command to see, this is shown below. So these are the touch m file name, change time. So now we are going for vi. Okay, vi command. It also creates the file. It is used to edit the content of the file. It works on every version of Linux. Vi is a standard, whereas Nano has to be available depending on the Linux we use. The vi editor is a little bit complex than other commands. So what we are doing, just if you are giving vi file 1, it will open some editor. So to save and exit, we are using following command. See, under like semicolon w, if you give it to, it will save the file. But like colon wq, if you are giving to save and exit from the file. Also you can give the colon x, colon q to quit from the file, colon q like explanation mark, if you give exclamation mark, to have a force quit without saving. To create a file, we use the vi command, and new window box appeared with a write content as shown below. So vi file, if you write, it will be completely shown you the company. This thing I'll show you like how we are creating it. So let's go to like how to create. So this is the theory part. So I'll show you the lab part completely in the next video. So yeah, so I'll show you complete lab part, how we are using all this. Uh, so thank you, thanks for watching. uh, uh, Keep watching. So next video, you will be seeing how like we are doing actually lab part. So this is the theory part. So yeah, thank you, thank you so much. Please subscribe the channel and like the video, share the video, whoever needs, like who is learning these things, your friends and family, whoever it is, but please share the video. Thank you.